Hello and welcome to another Yoldi Battle Eps 40k report. 2,000 points of Sisters of Battle and Sisters of Silence versus Chaos Demons. We're playing Frontline Warfare. Okay, I'm all deployed for this 2,000 point game. I'll introduce the armies in a moment. Jack's back on Zoom. There he is with his silly sunglasses on. He's the overseer. He's just observing. He's not playing either faction. But we'll discuss tactics and things because it's fun to have someone else discuss it with. But it's definitely me playing both armies. I'll obviously be doing all the rolling and doing most of the decision making. But Jack might chip in with ideas. Why not? So like I said, I'm playing Frontline Warfare. I know I play Frontline Warfare a lot. Basically, I keep playing it because I know it. It's quite hard remembering all the rules for two armies, all their stratagems and everything. So keeping certain other things simple really helps. So for example, they've also both taken vital ground. They've both taken engage on all fronts. Sisters have got first strike, and Demons have taken assassinate because there's always loads of characters in this list. So I've tried to keep it as simple as I can. And when I go through the army list, you'll see how simple I've kept it to try and make it easier for my brain, really. So I'll start by introducing the sisters. So Warlord is Celestine. Here's her two Gemini. All of the Battle Sister squads have only got bolters and chainswords on the superiors. That makes it easier. So I've got Bloody Rose Battle Sister squads, Bloody Rose Battle Sister squad here. So there's a battalion of Bloody Rose, and the other Bloody Rose Battle Sisters are there. 3 units of Valoris Heart Battle Sisters. One here, one there, and one there. Like I said, all just bolters with a chainsword on. I'm trying to keep it really simple. And then there's my Canoness for my Bloody Rose. She's got something interesting. She's got the Brazier of Eternal Flame, which means any model with 18 inches subtract, I think it's 2 from their psychic test, which is quite cool. Yeah, it's a bit nasty. I thought I want to try something different, so I thought it was quite cool. And then I've got, in this Rhino, I've got 8 Repentia, and a Magifier, and a Missionary. So the Magifier's got the Tail of the Warrior, so they'll be strength 7. And obviously the Missionary's in there. And I've got 5 Seraphim. They're hanging out, ready to drop down. They've got 4 Inferno Pistols, and then the leader's got Power Sword and Plasma Pistol. Coming back over, I've got here, there's 5 Dominions with all the Melters. There's 5 Dominions with all the Storm Bolters. I've got my normal Retributors with 2 Multi-Melters, 2 Heavy Bolters. There's my Canoness. She's a bit out of position, so she's got to move around. She's got Heroine in the Making, and she's got... what else did I give her? She's got Heroine in the Making? Indomitable Belief. So everything around here gets +1 to their Invan. I've got Greyfax, and as you can see, I've got some gold people. I bought some Sisters of Silence. I just wanted to bring them again because I love the models. I love the lore about them. And I thought, Demons, brilliant. Let's bring some anti-psyker stuff. So there's a unit of Witch Seekers in there. And in the Rhino, there's a unit of Vigilators and a unit of Witch Seekers as well. And they're hanging out over here. To try and help as well, I've written down my army list for a change. I think I managed to go through everything. Oh, I've got Spirit of the Mark. Yes, technically Battle Scribe while recording is a pain. So the sisters have all got Spirit of the Martyr. Because I know that technically they wouldn't have Spirit of the Martyr because I've got the Sisters of Silence, but I thought that's annoying. So I decided to give it to them anyway because I like my sisters a lot. So that's the sisters and the sisters and the sisters. There's 2 battalions in there, so they're starting with not very many CPs because I've got 2 battalions and a vanguard, and I've got an extra warlord trait. I think I've only started with 6 or something like that, so not starting with very many. Going to come round to the demons. Again, I've written them down too. They've got 2 battalions, a Nurgle one and a Tzeentch one, because that's all I've got. I've got a few blood letters somewhere, but so let's start with the Nurgle one. So I've got my Great and Clean one. I think he's my warlord. He is, and he's got Plague Fly Hive, which gives him -1 to hit when the enemy's within 7 inches of him. He's also got the Anthropic Knell, which is -1 leadership on enemy units when they're within 7 inches of him. Got a Bile Sword and a Plague Flail. He's an Exalted Great and Clean one, so I paid a CP for that, and he's got Revoltingly Resilient. He's got a 4+ Resilience. Miasma Pestilence and Fleshy Abundance on him. I've got Poxbringer. It's got Stream of Corruption. I've got Reticulous Slimux, because I thought, why not? I've never bought him before. He's not painted, but never mind. 2 units of 10 Plague Bearers, and thankfully there's the green one and a brown one. They've only got the champions in them, but they've got nothing else. 3 Beasts of Nurgle, and the last Nurgle is my Soul Grinder. That's got the sword, and a mark of Nurgle. That's all. Oh, and I've got somewhere, over here, 3 units of Nurglings. They are just about holding that objective. That's cool. Then to Tzeentch, I've got a unit of 10 blue horrors. These are all funny colours because my 4-year-old daughter painted them, and I decided to keep them like that because why not? Now I haven't got to paint them, and it's fun. I got my daughter's painted some. That's cool. Unit of 10 pink horrors. I know they're blue, but I've done that on purpose. And a unit of 12 pink horrors. So those are actually Jack's ones. 3 flamers, 3 screamers, Lord of Change, Exalted Lord of Change, in fact, which has got where is he? Staff and a sword, which is not what he's got on there. Never mind. He's a Lord of Flux, so he does +1 mortal wound when he does a spell, and so all his spells cause mortal wounds. So like Smite is D3 +1, Bolt of Change is whatever it is +1, so he does extra mortal wounds. I've then got a Demon Prince, which has got wings, axe, talons, and Gaze of Fate. And then I've got a Burning Chariot, and that is 2,000 points of demons. I think that's everything. They've starting with 7 command points because they have got 2 battalions and then 1 CP to exalt this one and 1 CP to exalt that guy. I do have Engine War, so I'll try and use stuff from there, but I'm not familiar with it, so I will do my best. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll on camera, see who's going to go first. So Demons, a 6, Sisters, a 4. So Demons are going first because you don't get to choose anymore. So we'll come back after Demons turn 1 movement. Forgot to add, they have an Exorcist as well. So here we are, end of Demons, turn 1, movement and Psychic. I'm not going to film the Psychic, it's a bit complicated. So these guys all pushed up, got a huge advance roll with the beasts, and they've got good advance rolls with everyone else. So Nurgle, in spite of the fact it's usually slow, has moved right up. Grand Clean got stuck behind a Reticulous Slimux, unfortunately. These ones obviously stayed on the objective. These ones all pushed up as well. They advanced, they didn't. They moved up. These ones all moved up as well. Psychic was a bit meh. Got Gaze of Fate off with the Demon Prince. The Lord of Change, unfortunately, his nearest unit is that tank, which is immune to psychic powers. So all he could do was Bolt of Change, which I cast on that unit there. Got a 9. He gets +2, which is 11, and then Greyfat's got a 12 on her deny, which is mental. And over here, this Poxbringer did a smite and killed 1 sister, and then the Grand Clean one did a Miasma Pestilent, and that was it for Psychic. I'm probably not going to bother filming shooting. It's only a couple of bits over here. So we'll come back at the end of the turn, really. Yeah, so there don't many charges because everyone needs to advance. So we'll do some shooting and come back. Okay, so end of shooting. It actually ended up being quite an interesting shooting phase. I wish I'd filmed some of it. So these horrors fired at Sisters of Silence. They're obviously -1 because they advanced. They've got like 8 hits here and like 5 wounds, but then they saved 4 of them, so only 1 died. And then the Chariot fired and stripped 4 wounds off the tank. And I tried to fire the Soul Grinder, which I can see the tank. Fired at tank, hit and wounded really well, but the tank just made all its saves. There's the save against a Phlegm Bombardment, got 2 5s. So nothing really. So Demons get 2 points for engage on all fronts, and that's it. And they're about to get blasted with an awful lot of firepower. This is going to hurt them quite a lot, I think. But let's see what happens. Okay, I'm coming in partway through the shooting. I've basically done all the just bolters. So what they've done is they've stripped some wounds. He's got 5 wounds left. They've taken a couple of wounds off Reticulous Slimux. Killed a beast. I've done Celestine shooting as well. Killed a beast, taken a couple of wounds off another one. So just bolter fire away, not done nothing particularly exciting. We're now on to flamers and things, so I've got to film this instead. So these 5 Sisters of Silence here are going to flame the Flaming Chariot, and my cat decided to come and eat right at this time. Thanks, Monty. These things are really loud, I do apologise. So this many shots. 12, 15. Right, I've got 10 here. So wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 3. I've got to roll 5 more to make it 15. Oh, terrible. Only 3 wounds. 4 plus invuln. Oh, it doesn't save any of them though. So it's down to 2 wounds. Down to 2 wounds. I'm going to come back in a moment when I've thought, okay, I know what I'm going to do next. So these 4 are going to flame these screamers. So let's do that. So 4 flamers. Oops, I lost one. 4 flamers. 10, 14, 16 this time. Check the toughness of screamers back in a second. Yep, okay, strength 4, toughness 4. So this is 10. 4 plus to wounds. Oops, one's gone under the soul grinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got to do 6. No, sorry, 5. So I've got to do 6 more. So here's 5 more. No more. And 1. So 6 wounds. 4 plus invuln on the screamers. Ooh, that's pretty good. Save 3 of them. So 3 wounds. I think that might be 1 dead screamer. I'll have to look it up now. Damn. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to leave those for now. Think about what I'm going to do with them next. So next I'm going to fire 5 melters at particular Slimax. So 5 shots. Do I use a miracle dice? No, I'm going to save it. 3s to hit. Oh, they get to be all 1. The cannoness was in range, so I moved her on purpose. So, okay, 3 hits. 3s to wound. Oh, let's CP one of those. 2 wounds. 5 plus invuln. Saves neither. D6 damage on each of those. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 7 of disgusting resilience because they get the old school one. And he makes one of them. So he takes 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 wounds. So he's only down to 2 wounds left. That's pretty good, actually. 2 wounds left on his particular Slimax. That's not bad. Okay, I'm going to come back when I think about what's going to do next. So after the melters hit, I fired the Exorcist. He did heavy bolters against the screamers and did nothing. They saved many saves. Hunter Killer went into the Lord Change and didn't do anything. Now I'm firing the missile launcher. I got 9 shots. I paid a CP for Devastating Refrain to reroll, and I got 9. So let's see what it can do against this Lord of Change. This could be quite brutal. So 3 to hit. Rerolling 1 because of the Cannoness. There's a 1. Only 1 miss. Only 1 miss, Jack. I'm not going to spend a CP. 3s to wound. Oh, that wasn't so good. Only 3 wounds.
Oh, no.
3 4-ups. Saves 2 of them. D6 damage. Oh, that's 5 damage. Down to 11, but that was not as good as it could have been. Not at all. I've still got the Retributors to fire, though. They're quite brutal. Come back in a second, I think. So next up, I forgot I hadn't fired these Storm Bolters yet, so they finish off the Screamers easily, which is really important because I realised I hadn't got first strike yet. I mean, these guys are going to go into combat. She's going to go into combat. They're going to go into combat. So I probably would kill something anyway, but just to be sure, I have finished off the Screamers. Retributors are going to fire everything at this Lord of Change. Here's my shots. I haven't fired them yet, obviously. Let's do multi-melters first. So they get to be all 1s to hit. Okay, 3 hits. I am going to use a miracle dice to wound automatically with one of those. I've got a 6 over there. 3 multi-melter wounds, Jack.
Oh, God.
4 plus invuln. Ooh, saves 2. I'm going to CP the other one, yeah. Save that as well. Right. Heavy bolters. I probably will fire them again, though, because I've got the Armorium Cherubs. Heavy bolters. Not so good. Ooh, only 3 hits. They're 5s to wound as well, I think. Oh, no wounds. Right, definitely got to use the 2 Armorium Cherubs now to fire those multi-melters again, because that's not been a good shooting phase for Sisters, and they rely on shooting. Oh! Only 2 hits. 2 wounds. Oh, it didn't save either of them. Right, 2 d6, and I got no CPs now, so 2 d6 damage. If I get an 11... Oh, 9! 9. He's down to 2 wounds left. Still alive, and there's no way I can kill him now, because I can't get to him.
He won't get any bonuses to cast now either.
He won't get bonuses to cast, and he's down to 2 wounds, so that's pretty scary, but...
Pretty sure he loses his bonuses to cast.
He does now, yeah, he does. Right, So still not a great shooting phase, I wouldn't say. I expected the Exorcist to do a lot more. I killed the Screamers, chipped a few here and there, but really Sisters are about shooting more than they are anything else. Let's see what we can do in combat. So the Vigilators are going to charge the Pink Horrors. I don't think I'm going to bother overwatching. I think it's pointless hitting on 6s. And then there'll be some charges over here as well. So we'll come back. I'll film some of the combat, I think. Okay, so I've got multiple charges in here. The Repentia are in. And as you can see, all of them are in. And the Vigilators got in over here as well. I don't no idea how good they are, but solid. They've got big swords. Going with the Repentia first. They've got 32 attacks between them. So they're going to be hitting on... They're on 4s, to be fair, because it's -1. But they get to reroll all hits. Yeah, it's brutal. I can't have to do some 2 lots, because this is 16. It's hitting on... Oh, no, I lost one already. Oh, God, Jack, it's all too hard. I'm going to do that one second. Hitting on 4s. Roll that one. Let's get the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Oh, that's 8. So that's half. Exactly statistically average. And then another. This is the reroll. Oh my goodness, Jack. They got 14 hits on the first one. Wounding on... That's only half. Wounding on 3s. Because they're strength 7 now. No reroll to wound though. Actually, not a great wound roll. Not great at all, actually. But 3, 6, 7 wounds on the Plague Bearers. So 5 to save. 1. Right, so that's 2, 4, 6. So for each one of these, they've got to make 2 disgustingly resilient. So 1, dead. 2, dead. 3, dead. 4, dead. 5, dead. 6, dead. So that's 6 of them gone. There's 4 left, and this is the rest of them attacking. Take the misses out. Sorry, my filming's not being great here because I'm trying to use so many dice. Those are the misses. Those are the hits already. Rerolls to hit because they charged. Oh my goodness, that looks brutal again. This many wounds. Much better wound roll. Yeah, they've got to be dead. There's 2, 4, 6, 10 wounds. The 4 models left.
Come on, resilient.
Well, they didn't save any of them. There's only 4 of them left. So 1's dead. 2's alive. 3 is dead. And 4 is dead. So they're definitely dead. That's it. A unit of 8 Repentia wiped out 10 Plague Bearers very easily. Very easily. Wow.
They had the new stuff, especially resilient. I mean, their attacks are only 1 damage against them.
Yeah.
They've only got 1 wound, so it doesn't matter.
They're 1 wound, so they'll probably all be dead anyway. But anyway, I may not film too much more of the combat, but we'll come back in a bit. Right, coming in at the end of Sister's turn now. So Celestine and the Gemini Superior and those guys finished off the beasts, no problem. In fact, they did. Those just 5 Bloody Rose Sisters killed a beast by themselves, and then these ones finished off the last one. And then over this side, Vigilators didn't do them, but only killed 2. No wounds in return. Passed their leadership test. So Sisters get 2 points for engagement on front, because they are actually in 3 table quarters. And they get 8 points for first strike, because they killed a unit, and they killed, well, a lot more units than Demons did. So go on to Demons turn 2. They'll get 10 points for the primaries, and then they'll also get 2 points for this one, because those Nurglings are within range, and they are not troops. So that's where we're at with Demons, and we'll come back after Demon movement phase. Right, Demons, movement, and Psychic. So these Plague Bearers moved up. The Boxbringer did Smite and killed 1 Gemini. Over here, we got a Miasma off on him and a Fleshy Abundance, healing some wounds on him. Here, it all got a bit sticky. They couldn't cast Smite. They can't cast Smite because the first thing they hit is them and they're immune to it. This Lord Change couldn't really get anywhere because they moved 6. Tried to do Bolt of Change, failed. Can't cast Smite, can't cast Infernal Gateway because the first thing you'd be hitting is Sister of Silence, so immune to it, and he failed Gaze of Fate. It's not looking great. I'm not going to film shooting because it's just these things here, and we'll come back after shooting. Okay, so did shooting. So these Flamers finished off the Sisters of Silence, the Witch Seekers. And then between the Chariot and the Sword Grinder, they managed to finish off the Rhino. Then Charges, these guys all got in on these ones. Demon Prince got in over there. And these Plague Bearers have charged these Repentia. I mean, they're probably going to die, but this flank looks pretty lost, to be honest. So we'll just have to see what happens. I'm going to start with the Plague Bearers, because obviously if the Repentia interrupts, then they're dead. So here's the Plague Bearers. The Repentia are spending 1 CP. I can't remember what the strat's called. Basically, it means that whenever a Repentia dies on a 4+, the unit attack suffers a mortal wound. So 11 attacks with the Plague Bearers, because of the Plague Ridden. 4s to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. That's average. 3s to wounds. 2 wounds. Well done, guys. 6+ Invuln, which they make one of them, and they have a Feel No Pain as well, I think. Do that. Oh God, I've got to try to find it in a book while I'm recording. I'll probably just stop recording, but I'm going to talk the whole way through this, and I'm going to look at the wrong part of the book. Repentia. Yeah, on a 5+, they'll ignore that wound. They don't. And on a 4+, nothing happened. So 1 Repentia, they killed 1 Repentia. One died. Take you out. That wasn't great, guys.
How many last 10?
The Repentia killed 10. The Plague Bears killed 1.
Oh yeah, they killed all of them, didn't they?
Yeah. I'm not going to bother filming these combats because we'll come back after that, and then I'll probably film the Repentia again because that's kind of fun. But I'll come back when these are finished because there's no need to interrupt anything now. Okay, the combat has not gone entirely according to plan for Demons. This guy managed to kill 4 of them, but took a wound in return. Over here, the Pink Horrors and the Flamers managed to kill 1 Sister of Silence, who in return killed 2 Flamers, which isn't great. Over here, the Plague Bearers killed 1 Repentia, who fought back and killed 1 Plague Bearer. And now the Repentia are going to attack back with 28 attacks. And we saw what happened last time. And they still get to reroll hits because they were charged. They've still got 4 attacks each because they were charged. It's still really just horribly brutal. So this is half. I'll move that bit of scenery for a second. Half the Repentia's attacks, hitting on 4s with rerolls. The Zealot. So that's 8 hits already without a reroll. Oh, only 1 more. So 9 hits on the first one. Wounding on 3s. Ooh, not so good at all. Ugh. 3 wounds. 5+ Invulns. Makes 1. So it's 1 dead. 1 dead. That's 2 Plague Bears. I'm going to remove those now before I forget. Now again, can they finish them off? Probably not, but they will next turn. Oops, my finger. Sorry, my camera's at the top on this phone. 4s. Oh no, drop dice. I'll roll that one again. Okay, not so great, but they get to re-roll this. Ooh, still not great. This is they're not going to kill them, I don't think, Jack. 3s to wound. Oh, a pretty good wound roll. They haven't rolled that well. Then 5 pluses. Save 1. There's 5 there. So first one, 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead, 5 dead. So there is 5 dead. And yeah, morale's going to be a thing. So let's do so that's all the combat. I've done their combat already. So that's the only combat I had left to film. So let's do the morale. They've lost 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. They need a 1. They get a 3 plus 7. Those guys have run away as well, so they are dead. Oh dear, Demons. This flank is now completely collapsed. There's 1 Poxbringer left who's going to die to these Repentia in a second. So that means all these units over here can start pushing this way and cleaning out this side as well. And I haven't even dropped in the Seraphim yet with all their Inferno pistols. Right. Sisters turn 2. Okay, going back a step, I completely forgot about these 2. I was going to charge them into the Dominions there, which they easily did, and easily killed them. So that's a whole unit dead there. And they will consolidate in a minute in some kind of direction. Okay, now on to Sisters turn 2. Okay, coming in towards the end of the shooting phase for Sisters. So far, bolters went into some Nurglings, killed one. Finish off these pink horrors with a mixture of these two. Finished off particular Slimucks with just an enormous amount of bolter fire from various places. And then I've stripped one wound off the Poxbringer with some bolter gun as well. And now we're just on to last things left basically are the Retributors and the Exorcists. The Retributors are going first. I'm firing a multi-melter and a heavy bolter at each of these two, essentially. Let's do the chariot first. So multi-melter against the chariot. 1 hit. 1 wound. 4+ invuln. Doesn't save. D6 damage. Dead. Dead chariot. He's gone. Right, now against the Law of Change. Multi-melter. 2 hits. 1 wound. I'm going to CP that one. I should have miracle diced it. 2 wounds. He will CP that. Didn't save it. Dead. Dead Law of Change. Happened. I didn't even fire heavy bolters. The multi-melters did it for us. So this flank has now slightly fallen to pieces. Although there is a demon prince there, but he's now going to take an entire exorcist in the face. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if I'll bother filming it. We'll come back when the exorcist has fired everything it's got at that demon prince. So shooting, yeah, finished off that demon prince, no problem whatsoever. Did something like 13 wounds to it. So charges, obviously the Pencha got in here, no problem. I have decided to charge and clean one. He's on a lot of wounds, but Celestine's the only one that's going to do anything to him. So let's see what she can do. And then Greyfat's got a bit of a long bomb charging on these pink horrors to help out the Vigilators. I'm not going to film all of this because that's a foregone conclusion. That's not particularly exciting. This is the one we're going to look at. Let's do Celestine first. Oop, I need to find her stats. I'm pretty sure she's 6 attacks. I'm doing that thing again where I look in a book while I'm filming, which is really boring to watch. But yep, 6 attacks for Celestine. 2, 4, 6. I'm going to auto hit with that one because I never use them. And then she's on 2s. The other ones all hits, so that's 6 hits. She is strength 7, which is 4s to wound. Is it 5s to wound? No, 4s to wound. I didn't give him the +1 toughness. 4s to wound, 3 wounds. 5+ invuln. Makes none of them. And these are 2 damage each.
2 damage.
He's got a 4+ against these. Saves 3 of them. He loses 3 wounds, down to 12. He's not going to bother interrupting, to be honest with you, because the other ones aren't going to do very much. So to be honest with you, I'll come back in a bit when I finished off some other stuff. Okay, end of Sisters combat. Obviously wiped out that one, no problem. They flapped at each other, only killed a couple of pink horrors, did nothing in return. Over here, stripped, I think, 5 wounds off the Great Unclean One, who in return managed to kill one Gemini Superior and do 1 wound on the other one, and that was it. So Sisters get another 2 points for engage. In fact, they get 3 points for engage. They're in all 4 table quarters. And I forgot that they actually got 15 points. No, I didn't. I don't know what I'm talking about. They are fine. They have 3 points for engagement in front, and that's it. No, I don't think they did either. But they are in a very commanding position, having completely wiped out this flank and most of this flank. So yeah, on to Demons turn 3. They will get 5 points only for the primary and none for Vital Ground because that's another core troop choice there. So they're not going to get very many points. Right. Yeah, so Demons movement. So I forgot that he had Miser Pestilence on, so they were all -1 to hit. I can't really be bothered to go back on it, to be honest with you. He healed 3 wounds back again. So he's in pretty good shape anyway. They couldn't cast any powers. Nurgle can move round. He's moved up a little bit. That's it really. Shooting will be very quick. It's only this guy. And then we'll probably come back after the combat as well, to be honest with you, because I don't think much is going to happen. Yeah, it'll be nice and quick. Okay, end of Demons turn 3. Not particularly good. He managed to finish off the last Gemini, but didn't do anything to Celestine, who did 3 wounds in return. And then these ones flapped again, so killed 1 pink horror and nothing in return. No extra points at the end of that for anything. They'll get... They won't even get points for engagement front because they're only in 2 table quarters. Nothing for engagement fronts. Well, I could just... Tell you what, if I just do this... they now get engaged on fronts because there's Nurglings over there. So 2 points for engaged on fronts, and then on to Sisters, who will start with 15 points for the primaries because they've got more people on that one, and 6 points of vital ground as well. So, well, it's 4 points of vital ground as well. So looking good for Sisters. Okay, coming in most of the way through Sisters shooting, because it's not a lot they can shoot at, because I fired all the Storm Bolters and a couple of other bits and pieces into these pink horrors and killed about 4 of them, I think. But most of the bolters, like all this stuff here, no one to fire at, because they can't see through any of the buildings to hit any of this stuff. And they can't fire a ground clear one because it's in combat. So basically we're on to the kind of fun stuff now, after all the bolters are now fired. Starting with these ones, they jumped over here, and they're going to offload a load of melters and plasma pistols. So I fired the bolt pistols already, they fired at the pink horrors, didn't do anything. So here's the melters and plasma pistols. So here's the melter pistols, hitting on 3s, 3 hits. Wounding on, not sure. They will all wound. -4, so obviously 5+ invuln. Saves 2. So d6 plus 2 damage. 8 damage though. 8 damage, Jack. With 1 melter pistol. 5 ups. Oh my god, saves 5 of them. He takes 3 wounds, so he's down to 10.
Hang on, wait.
That was melter pistols, and I got... He saved 3 on his invulnerable save, and then saved 5 on his
This is firing at the...
Soul Grinder.
Oh, yeah, it has a 5 up. Okay.
Yeah, and then plasma pistol, which is going to overcharge. Hits. Doesn't wound. That's them done. I have to think about the next bit. Right, next up, Retributors. Just about in range, actually, of the Soul Grinder. So here's the multi-melters and heavy bolters. Let's do multi-melters first. So 3s, rerolling 1s. So 3 hits. 1 wound. Let's CP one of those. 2 wounds. 5+ invuln. Makes none of them. 2d6 damage. And I'm going to use one of these 6s on my miracle dice. Haven't used it. The other one is...
Reroll on the stack now.
So 9 damage. 3, 6, 9. This is his 5+ resilient save. Makes 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 damage off. He's got 4 wounds left. Right, that's gone. Heavy bolters. 3s, rerolling 1s because Canoness is there. There's going to be 5s to wound though. No wounds. He's got 4 wounds left. And I don't. Well, actually, I'm just going to exorcist the crap out of him now because I'm going to have to. So heavy bolter on the exorcist. I'm not going to bother doing devastating profane this time. Heavy bolter, 2 hits, 1 wound, 5+ invuln. Saved. Right, 3d3 missiles, 8 shots. Glad I didn't spend the CP. 3s to hits. That's terrible. Get to reroll those 2 though. That's still terrible. 4 hits. 3s to wound though. 3 wounds. 5+ invuln. Saves 1. 2d6 damage.
Wait. So, you know, how much CP have you got left?
Oh yeah, he may as well CP one of those, I suppose.
Yeah, because he's just going
Yeah,
to die.
it didn't work anyway, so it's fine.
Okay.
So 5 damage. 5+ feel no pain. Ah, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Dead.
Does he blow up?
Oh yeah, good point. No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so charges was just the Repentia, so they obviously get to go first. 28 attacks. I'm going clean one now. Jack we're just talking about it, how this is a slightly frustrating rule, but I'm not sure I like it or not. But they're already -1 to hit, so his -1 becomes irrelevant. So yeah. I just realised that Miasma Pestilence is a pointless on him because I gave him an ability that's -1 to hit anyway. Never mind. Right, so 20 attacks from the Repentia. So here's 4 of them attacking. Hitting on 4s. I've got 12 more attacks to do after this. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling. These all re-roll. And they're only strength 7. They kind of FAQ'd how that worked. They're not strength 8. So that many hits. So strength 4. Let's do wounding on 4s, not 5s though. So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds so far. I've got 3 more to do. 2, I think is exactly right. Good. So that's 4 wounds so far. Oops. Get the dice. 4s again to hit. Ooh, that was very good. Reroll. 1 more. 4s to wound. It's another... That was better, actually. Another 5 wounds. So 9 wounds on him. 5 plus invuln. Oh, wow. Very good invuln save. Made 6 out of 9, 5 plus in 5 out of 9, 5 out of 8, 5 plus invulns. Something like that. And then, so these are 2 damage apiece. I think. They're 2 damage each, aren't they? Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Takes... Oh, so 6 wounds, basically. So failed 1. What am I doing? Oh, let's just do that again. So, yeah, it's 1. I'm thinking like normal. So, yeah, so 4 plus. And it takes 2 wounds from the adventure.
Oh.
Wow, and he gets attacked back now. So let's do his attacks. He'll attack Celestine. I'll CP one of those. So 4 hits. Oh god, 2 wounds.
He rerolls once.
He rerolls 1. Yep. 3 wounds. She saved 2 of them already and takes 1, which I think is just 2 damage. I'll check damage on that. So she failed 1. Which actually I'll CP, and he saved it. I'll do the Nurglings in a minute because they're not very exciting. Oh, my finger's over the lens, I'm sorry. Okay, so Ender Sisters turn 3. They basically whittled down the Great and Clean one to 4 wounds. He did all of his attack and Celestine and did nothing. She made all her saves. But see, nothing happened over here. That combat didn't do anything. But that's basically it for turn 3. Sisters will get another 3 points for engagement on fronts. And basically, because it's basically a foregone conclusion now, I'm going to just finish off the game within a couple of turns, see if Demons can actually do anything, and then come back and summarise the whole rest of the game in a moment. So this is actually just the end of... So we did Demons' turn, and they didn't really do anything. This is the end of the Sisters' next turn. Sisters' turn 4. They got maximum points on the primaries and things. And basically, he managed to finish off Celestine, but he's died in return to a pension. These have all died, and the Nurglings have now died. So it's been a complete tabling for Demons. I'm not able to count at the points. The Sisters have won by a million miles. They'll get another 15 and another 15, so they'll get 45 points on the primaries and a load on the secondaries. So yeah, complete tabling for Demons. I don't really know what else could have done for Demons. I mean, the Sisters of Silence did well because they kept blocking all the spells. That was really good. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I just kind of moved them forwards. I didn't think about them doing that, but it did work because they just no smiting could get off because the Sisters of Silence were in the way, which is exactly what they're for, really. Maybe I shouldn't have given Sister Spirit of the Martyr for having the Vanguard unit in, for having the Sister of Silence in. I don't think it made that much difference, to be honest with you. And the Pencha just ploughed their way through this entire section. They killed 2 units of Plague Bearers, a Poxbringer, and finished off a Great and Clean one. Celestine killed 3 beasts and helped finish off a Great and Clean one. And then just the sheer volume of firepower over this side killed everything else. So Sisters are good. We know Sisters are good. And we know Demons aren't in a great place, particularly Nurgle and Tzeentch. They're not the best ones to take. Slaanesh are what everyone takes, but I don't own any Slaanesh, so... So yeah, that's it really. I think you've obviously seen what happened. It was a lot of... I mean, Sisters have hardly lost anything in comparison. Sisters have lost... The Gemini Superior is the only... And 1 unit of Dominions are the only things... And Celestine. And a couple of... Some Sisters of Silence. But the actual Sisters of Battle have lost hardly anything.
Don't forget the Rhino.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the Rhino, yeah. But not much has really died this time at all with Sisters. They've done very well. I don't think I even remembered how I didn't even use hardly any strats for Sisters because I didn't really need to. I used Deadly Descent and it didn't do anything. Didn't use much else. Except I used the strat so they could get in because they advanced and charge, but that's about it. So cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Check out the Facebook page and the Patreon and everything. Thanks a lot for watching. And...
See you next time.
See you next time.